Hello and welcome to another Dominion League match in Season 69. This is in the B2 division between Fircoal and Lemonspawn, and I am providing commentary once more with my illustrious and esteemed co-host. Yes, you.
Sorry. I was like, we have
All
to get
good.
going. We have to get going. It's already up.
All good.
Yes. Commentary again with me, strumphf. Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing this with me. Um, both of these players, just my quick intro blog, both of these players are seasoned League veterans
Indeed.
who have played more than 35 seasons at this point for Cole. Won the league 2 seasons ago, and Lemons has also been to A before. It has been a moment, but they're both seasoned players, very good players. And Lemons goes by he, him pronouns, and Fircoal goes by they, them pronouns.
All right, so you want to talk about the kingdom?
No, I'm just like muting my tab because someone told me that I could hear my dings. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Riverboat is the thing that you want here for sure.
Well,
Which like both of them went for.
yeah, so it's Riverboat on Recruiter. Recruiter contender for best card in Dominion. However, as Tracer notes,
Yeah.
this board does
Sorry,
have
what?
what?
No, wait. What?
What?
Contender for best card in Dominion? Excuse me? You can't just like drop a thing like that and
Recruiter? Yeah.
like pretend as if Trail doesn't exist.
But
Hello?
not that sense of best card. Anyway, as Tracer notes, this is a board with biding time, which allows you to set aside like all of your stuff once it's active, so that you don't really need to trash. And then, yeah, it is a board with a single buy, which means that like you ideally want to keep your estates around
I
at least.
mean, I mean, there are ruins, so there's potentially plus buy.
Sure, but like, are you gonna get a marauder and then hope that like
Maybe.
to? I guess uh, it's with
Good.
the biding time. It's like a more reasonable plan than it would be otherwise, just because like you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we do have a marauder. Abandoned markets.
But like lemons, I mean, what if you uncover what if you give oh no, you
You
can't, right?
can't.
You
Yeah.
can't.
No, it does work. It's just it's potentially very slow, and like
Mm,
you do also have to spend a buy on ruin market,
mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you could also
Yeah.
uncover another one below that. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, anyway, I think um but I think I do agree with Tracer that like something like Poet Avoid and just like getting a bunch of poets will draw coppers, and like the lack of buys does mean that you're not going to um you're not like concerned about having like dense payload, I guess is what I want to say. Like, it's not like, oh, these coppers are getting in the way of my ability to get like a bunch of different stuff, like things each turn or something like that, because there's not really
Mm-hmm.
gains. That could change with Marauder giving Ruin Market, but I don't really think it changes too much, even if you do find a Ruin Market, and it might take a while in any case.
Yeah. But I mean,
Um,
it kind of So would you not have risen to the bait as Fircoal and just like pursued whatever goal you had, but and like ignored Lemonspawn getting a Marauder?
I don't know. I think um I don't think getting Marauder is crazy. Like having the opportunity to get the plus buy, it is like I think it's there's an argument for it at least. I do think, yeah, I do think having Urchin. I guess that's another consideration would be to open Poet Urchin. Like Urchin doesn't is not a counter to Biting Time, but it is gonna hurt early, and they also like it does. It will at least slow you down a little bit, right? Like you will have to discard something. Um, So like even if you're not gonna like the biting tide sets the card aside and you put them into your hand at the start of the next turn, so you can't discard out of what you have set aside, but it will still make you like discard some cards, and it will still make it like slower to like get through your deck because of that. Oh, there's the
Ooh,
ruined market.
there it is. To answer Donald X's question, although they're not in voice chat, is Lemonspawn does not believe in the prophecy. There's only one poet gained. So there.
Well, yeah, I mean, one poet will be enough to turn it on eventually, but I would also expect more poets to be gained, even if not a ton more.
Oh yeah, I mean you want to draw those.
Surely you do play the spoils here, like, right? I guess they did. I guess if you do go for the Ruin Market, maybe you don't. I don't know. You could buy double avoid Ruin Market. You could buy triple avoid Ruin Market.
Yeah,
Or you could
that much
ignore
stuff
the
to
envoy,
avoid.
or ignore the Ruin Market and get envoy. Rather.
Mhm.
But then I guess I don't. Okay, so that then I don't understand getting Marauder. That's the thing. It's like the ruins. Your opponent is invested in trashing already, and there's biting time. Like the ruins aren't really a big deal.
Oh, see the rune market denial. Amazing.
Okay, so Lemonspawn does take the ruin market. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're gonna go for Marauder, like at least half the point of doing so is so that you can get a ruin market.
You would think so, yeah. At some point, I guess we've already reached that point, but the recruiters are now trashing coppers, not generating villagers, so
Right. Yeah, they'll need to get some harbor villages, maybe, or get some higher value stuff into the deck, which is difficult when the gains are so
Mhm.
limited.
Yep.
I mean, harbor village is a fine enough card. It can actually give you coins. It's difficult. You got to find fortune hunter, but or mercenary, I
Hmm.
guess,
You
or
gotta have a
abandoned
fortune.
mine.
I don't shouldn't mhm. Don't we want payload?
Yes.
Hmm.
What are you thinking?
Um, money,
Like were
gadgets,
you silver or fortune hunter?
silver.
Hmm. Oh, there goes the other riverboat. Good job, Fortune Hunter.
Fortune Hunter found a ruined library in an abandoned mine. And a mercenary reading a book. No, a marauder.
Well, yeah, as noted, the ruin market not really doing a whole lot of work at the moment for Lemonspawn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, Biding Time is going to come online soon.
I don't know. I feel like hmm,
In fact, it could come online right now.
I would have been interested in seeing how this would have gone, or this would go, if the other person doesn't get into the marauders. Although I guess the spoils let you keep the copper out of your deck.
A bit.
So like one hmm. Ooh, and we're down to one villager.
Yeah. We're also, but so Biding Time is active now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get a much more deliberate play with the treasures. It's like, how
Yeah,
much is it
yeah,
worth playing? You know, and all that.
yeah.
Like, or maybe Lemonspawn doesn't play Fortune Hunter here. Save the villager.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
It's actually potentially a pretty awkward discard for Lemonspawn. I guess Lemonspawn still has coppers. He can feed to the mercenary. Is Fircoal
So,
ready to province?
ooh, I would have thought so.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Oh.
Wait, no, 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 no. Keep those coppers. Yeah.
Yeah, play two spoils and keep the coppers in hand. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, that's so overrated. Looking before clicking.
Yeah, just close your eyes and click randomly around the screen and hope it works out.
Can't recommend. I mean, like the amount of times that
Oh.
I like on the TGG app, I just click a thing, and all of a sudden that meant I had ended buys or something, and then I can't undo. Is upsetting.
I was not expecting this. So now Firkle goes for the Ruin Market. I guess Firkle wanted to establish better deck control first.
Oh, I didn't even see the market there.
Yeah.
So now a province?
Lemonspawn still taking Harbor Village. I do think,
That. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do think that this is all. This should all be too slow, but neither player is like currently pressuring the other in that way.
Does Fircoal have anything to activate Harbor Village?
No.
They trashed their abandoned mine.
Yeah. What are we
This
doing?
could be the province, but then we don't have any. We're just like saving those spoils.
Saving up for a rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you just start provincing now without adding any other payload, you will eventually. Oh wait, mercenary activated Harbor Village. Anyway, if you just start playing the spoils now, like you're not going to have the mercenary coins like this every turn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like basically what Tracer said is what I'm thinking about. Like, not necessarily that specifically, though it makes sense, but like convert the coins into permanent coins. You're only going to get one spoils per turn from the Marauder. That's not going to be enough to like get you there through the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You could also undo playing the coppers if you did that. I think it would have been, yeah, it would have been 6 without the coppers, and then you play 2 more spoils. Not the direction Fircoal went.
Discard the village.
I guess so, yeah. Oh wait, that's Fircoal getting to choose. I guess Fircoal doesn't know that Lemonspawn has another village in hand.
No.
If they did, I think it'd be you'd discard Fortune Hunter.
Ooh. Interesting.
It is funny that they also both got exactly 1 ruin market. I mean, that's the expected distribution of the ruins, but
Not necessarily.
well, I just
Why
mean you're expected to have 2 ruin markets in the pile. Is what I meant.
is that expected?
Yeah, because there's 5 ruins and there's 5 different types and 10 in the pile.
I
It's
don't know. I feel like it's usually, I don't know, 5 ruin, like
it is it
5
it,
copies, 1 ruin, and
it is
then
it is more
that.
likely that you don't have 2 of each than that you do have 2 of each, but having 2 of any given one is the most likely outcome for that individual type.
Mm. What do we trash? Ooh, trash the riverboat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to feed those recruiters. It makes sense.
Yeah, I guess you have other drum.
Well, they have villages now. Not a ton, but
Fircoal still hoarding the spoils.
yeah.
If you play Fortune Hunter, do you have to, and you reveal at least one treasure, do you have to play that treasure, or can you
You
decline playing
may
it?
play a treasure,
Mm,
so you can choose not to. It's nice. Oh, here's the double gold. Maybe. Probably.
maybe. Maybe it's avoid Fortune Hunter. But it's not. Hmm.
Alright, both of these
I'm
decks.
pretty short of actions. Yeah.
Uh, it's alright if you don't play the. I mean, you don't need to play the Envoy and. Oh, I guess. Yeah, if you want to play Marauder and Rune Market and Mercenary, yeah. Um, but both of these decks are getting to a point where they are controlled in a way that is not necessary with biding time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess like the decision is between Mercenary and Marauder.
Maybe you could also just not play the Rune Market, like depending on what you are planning to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just play Marauder. If you, I don't know if Lemon wants to play the Riverboat, but you could just play Marauder Riverboat and buy something for 6, like another gold.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the Mercenary for next turn.
I mean, um, his problem remains
Oh,
with with the villages, right? So maybe he's just gonna buy 2 villages here so that he can
yeah,
play all his actions next turn.
yeah, could be. Yeah, there you go. Well spotted.
Oh, that's all. That was basically.
Yeah, that discard doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
And like, for like the deck is so well drawn that Fircoal doesn't can't like get value out of the Fortune Hunter reveal, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like
True. Set Fortune Hunter.
I'm assuming that Mercenary just doesn't get played this turn. Maybe the plan is to have the Riverboat trash the Mercenary. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
But also just not
It's
play
hard
the
to.
Riverboat and like leave it in your
Yeah,
hand, right? It's not like you need to
that's
trash the
true.
Mercenary. You can just leave it like yeah, biding time.
That's true. Yeah, I don't see the mercenary getting played again.
Like if we didn't play the
Because
Riverboat, we would have enough actions to play like Envoy, Marauder, Fortune Hunter, Run Market with 1 villager spent. And like one villager per turn when you had 6 villagers left is like a fine rate to go. Like you can end the game quicker than that will matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would have just held that stuff, but we'll see. Maybe Fircoal plans to trash like the poet or something, and then uh, have even more villagers. I don't know.
Province.
Province
Okay.
Envoy, interesting. That
Mm-hmm.
further suggests trashing the poet if possible. Although right now it's not. Oh no, it is set aside. Yeah, okay. I was kind of expecting Fircoal to go Province Gold just to like have more payload that's like permanently in the deck, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lemon's almost a double province.
why do we want to play this riverboat? I don't. I guess Lemon. I guess Lemon does want some villagers probably. I don't know
Lemons, I think so.
where we're gonna get them from. Yeah, so the riverboat trashed the mercenary. I don't really understand the point. Like, it's not like having the riverboat in play increased your hand size relative to just having the cards set aside with fighting time.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there was a reason for it.
Presumably. And this other envoy that we bought isn't doing anything. Like that's I would have rather gotten the gold than the envoy and be able to do like double province that doesn't drain spoils. Or I guess it still would a little bit. Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess you'd need to go province gold again, and then you'd be there.
Yeah. It's risky because lemons added a gold, so lemons, although they did play, lemons played as mercenary, so that double province is also potentially not sustainable. But I don't know if at this point you have to get province if you can. Or at least Fircoal does because they are first player.
Um. Well, as you noted, I don't think Lemonspawn is actually threatening to like double province out or anything like that. Maybe they are if they just trash
I
enough.
don't know. I mean, if you trash. Okay, I didn't pay close enough attention, I guess, on on the money situation, but so here, if you do play a mercenary, have treasure, fortune hunter, so that's 6, and then you have 6 on the gold, so that's 12, and then spoils 15. Hmm.
Well, there's the harbor villages are going to generate some money. Oh,
That was already in my calculation.
oh, okay.
I mean, the question is more like, what does the mercenary trash? Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really have enough for the mercenary to trash while maintaining enough payload for double.
Is this just province gold then?
I think so.
Hmm.
And then you don't play your riverboat next turn so that you can trash it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, I mean, next turn, yeah, I think if you needed to double this turn, right? Because now Fircoal is going to buy province again, and then you can't reasonably double.
You think Fircoal
So
buys like province duchy?
Fircoal doesn't need to buy province duchy, right? If Fircoal just buys one province, then Lemonspawn can't really double next turn.
If Fircoal buys one province, Lemonspawn. Yeah, no, that's true. Even if Lemonspawn responds with double duchy. Uh,
This is a tricky endgame.
yeah. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Fircoal doesn't like Fircoal is just in the driver's seat as a consequence of Lemonspawn not being able to hit double province.
Mm-hmm.
Fircoal played the
We're still
riverboat
playing the
again. Why are we
riverboat.
playing the riverboat? Do we need villagers? Wait, why are we playing gold?
Apparently, to hang on to our spoils is.
No, but you like as you said, you don't need like all you need is a province. I mean, you could buy something else, I guess, but I guess you could buy another envoy or a harbor village or something just to like.
Yeah.
You don't need to play 2 golds for that. I guess you could buy a void. No, they buy the duchy. Yeah, like you said, I don't think they need the duchy, but I guess it's fine. I mean, if nothing else, you can trash it to the riverboat.
Yeah. Lemon can hit 16, but at
It doesn't
zero
matter.
cost. And also, yeah, he
Yeah.
shouldn't. Even if he can,
Well,
he should.
I mean, what
He
else
should.
is he gonna do?
That's fair. Yeah, this. I mean, I don't know. What would you do in this situation?
Is Lemonspawn?
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, double province attack with mercenary. Hope that somehow Firkle duds. I don't think that's actually possible. Maybe it is though somehow.
Hmm. Well, I guess we will. We will see.
Does Lemonspawn actually have to play Abandoned Mine in order to hit 16? I think he might. Like, because otherwise you would want to
Um.
trash Abandoned Mine Riverboat to Mercenary right here.
Yeah. You
I
could. I think you can spare a harbor village. Actually,
Oh yeah.
but I guess it's a good thing that you didn't because otherwise these would have been
Yeah.
returned.
He might not need the Abandoned Mine. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
No, I think so.
As in, you think he
He,
does
he
need it?
didn't. Yeah, he didn't really add payload, did he? Oh well, I guess he did.
And he should have enough. He should be good.
Mm-mm.
I mean, to the extent that it matters, but
Yeah.
now he wouldn't be able to hit next turn, but he doesn't need to. So like it wouldn't be sustainable, but it doesn't need to be.
Well,
Because the
yeah.
mercenary, like you get 3 coins from mercenary this turn, you're not going to get that next turn while still maintaining. I mean,
Well,
like
if you
I
keep the spoils,
guess you
if you
could.
just if you play 2 golds, buy 2 duchies. Oh, I guess
Oh,
that's
you're
not.
if that's what you're going for, sure. I was saying you just go for the 2 provinces and just hope that. But yeah, I guess you could. I guess you could go double duchy and hope for the best. Um, why would it be? No, that it like if lemon, no matter what Lemonspawn does here, Fircoal buys as many provinces as possible, and there's no reason for Fircoal to like
Yeah.
uh, do any kind of dancing. The only way that that comes up is if Fircoal duds, which
Which
was probably
how
not
can
even
people?
possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say impossible.
I didn't actually check to see what Firkle had set aside. I should have done that, but 2 provinces, 2 spoils, an envoy, and a poet. So like envoy poet already is a lot with the villagers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly what Tracer says.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the chances were of Fircoal not hitting double
with
province.
the envoy set aside, it might have been impossible for Firkle to fail. I'm not sure,
Mm-mm.
but
Mm.
you'd have to.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say you'd have to, like count out all the like stop cards and stuff, and that sounds like too much trouble.
Yeah, yeah. So Fircoal takes first game,
Yeah, I do
heading
think that
into
that
game.
was substantially slower than it could have been if they'd been playing more like what Tracer suggested, but without having seen it, we will never know for sure.
I have a question, a rules question.
Mm.
Um, uh, journey, like the journey turn, does that activate landing party?
Yes. I mean, it can. Like, if the first thing you do on your journey turn is play a treasure, then yeah, you can absolutely do like landing party journey shenanigans as a way to like get value out of your landing parties.
Okay.
And buy copper? Why would you need to buy copper?
Anyway,
Oh, if you
they're
drew
off
your whole
the
deck, I guess you would need to have a copper to play. Okay, sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Um
Yeah. Okay.
anyway, it is the only plus actions, so like I think it's actually pretty relevant here.
Yeah. I see Ironworks and Highway. I see. I do not
Yeah.
see flashing.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean Ironworks Highway is also like relevant too. The thing is like because there's no trashing and there's cursing, you're gonna need draw. You can get some of that from Hunter, but Hunter won't draw curses. Um, so like I think you do want
but Hunter discards curses, right?
it.
Or does it not?
Yes, it does discard them, but the point is like if you end up triggering a shuffle or something,
Mm.
limited
Mhm.
buys. Yeah, but you can like potentially play tragic heroes if you get landing parties. It's definitely a very interesting kingdom.
But
Uh
also, like, if you have sufficient highways, you can just Ironworks green cards. I mean, that requires actions again, but
yeah. No, I mean it's true. Like you like if you get enough action plus actions, if you have like one big turn with landing party where you play bunch of landing parties, a bunch of highways, then you play a bunch of ironworks and gain a bunch of provinces. Like that can absolutely be a thing. Although you need a lot of draw to play that many ironworks, it should be noted.
That's true, but like you, if you have hunters and highways, that's a lot of draw.
Well, highway
I
isn't draw. Hunter is draw, but it's not great draw. Landing party is draw. It's it's tough because there's no trashing. Um the other thing. Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh right, the other thing is you also need to have the ironworks already in your deck, which like means that it's there being a stop guard, until you try to pop off with it. So it's tricky. It's definitely tricky.
So
Um,
your is our first priority to gain all the landing parties?
I wouldn't say that's the first priority is to like give curses with Old Witch, but getting all the landing parties is certainly up there. I'm trying to find if there's anything on this board that like looks good with Chameleon, and the one thing would be like Kiln, but Kiln is terminal. I don't know about ever getting Kiln.
Yeah. Ooh, rough turn for Fircoal.
Yeah, and no landing parties to top deck either.
Yeah, sadness. It's kind of nice if you can start your turn by
Yeah,
activating
journey at the start of your
landing party.
turn.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Lemonspawn here doing the reverse, like chameleoning the Old Witch for coins to make sure that he can hit Journey. Makes a lot of sense. I am a little surprised though that he decided that playing top decking landing parties is more important than giving out another curse. It might be correct, but I'm not sure. Like in particular, you already know at that point that like Firkle has already trashed a curse. The odds of Firkle having another curse in hand aren't that high, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you wait until the next turn and then play your Old Witches, it becomes more likely that Firkle has another curse in hand.
So this is a journey here. And then you just top deck your landing parties.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
not.
apparently not.
Well, but you drew 4, so it's fine.
It is fine, I guess, but that's not what I was expecting.
And that was not guaranteed either.
No, of course not. But the other thing with Tragic Hero is like, can you avoid popping it? I guess you should be able to, because you can always chameleon it. And that makes a huge difference.
Oh.
So I don't think you're ever going to want to pop the hero. Maybe at the very end of the game.
Yeah, for Cole, yeah. That
Okay.
was, yeah. So that was very quick.
Yeah. First player advantage.
And
Maybe there was more to it than that, but
oh no! He's so naked.
it is, but for some reason it's like also still like the cramped. Yeah, I guess it's because of the horse and the loot.
Yeah, yeah. Which loot? We like loot.
Well, I don't.
Speaking for
Depends on who
you.
you mean by we. I can tell you,
Speaking
Lemonspawn does
for
not.
me, myself, and I. Why? What? Why would Lemonspawn not like loot?
I think you could probably guess, but so in any case,
Yeah, doesn't he like treasures in general? Or
I think
why?
he doesn't like the RNG.
Okay. I'm not familiar with his preferences.
I'm not gonna necessarily claim that all of his preferences make sense, but I think disliking loot is a common enough thing anyway.
I think I'm only familiar with his literary preferences, not so much with his Dominion preferences. We didn't even mention that Lemonspawn is a fellow book clubber.
But clubber makes it sound like it's like you're going out to the club. Well, Brepper, just because you dislike something doesn't mean that you're not going to do the thing that's good. Although I'm not going to necessarily say that buying 8 jeweled eggs is good, but like, it might be.
It's good at Easter, I think. It's very thematic.
Yes. Easter Dominion. So let's
Ooh. I'm thinking, no, I can't talk about the kingdom. I'm thinking about an Easter kingdom now.
well, okay, I'm going to talk about
Okay,
it.
fine. No, yes, it's okay. Yeah,
So
it's okay.
pretty limited plus actions. We've just got Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Um
Hamlet and cavalry.
so yeah, you do need to be a little bit cautious with how many cavalries you gain. But there's also like a lot of other good draw with experiment and highwayman, also smithy, but probably more so highwayman.
It's like
Um,
you should build something where you gain cavalry with artificer and then you dismantle cavalry into experiments. And so it's a circular economy.
you could also just pickaxe the cavalry into loot.
That's fine too. But then you don't get experiments.
It's true, you don't.
So, but I mean, ¿por qué no los dos? So, I
Well,
think
you can't
we
definitely cannot both dismantle and pickaxe your cavalry. I can tell you that much. You can do it with
yeah,
different
but you can
cavalries
have
though.
yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm envisioning here.
Okay, okay. Artificer
So
for
far,
experiment is pretty nice because you don't like, or it can be pretty nice because it's like you can gain, like um if what you want is to like gain stuff, it's not as draw intensive as Artificer normally would be, and you gain like relatively more stuff. And on this board, like that is like as you kind of alluding to, that is actually pretty relevant, right? Like you can pickaxe the experiments. So like gaining multiple experiments that way is like pretty nice. Um,
hmm
yeah, Secluded Shrine, not normally a card that I'm like very enthusiastic about, but here I do get it because like you want to get pickaxe anyway. So like you get the pickaxe, you activate Secluded Shrine. You pickaxe into loot, you activate Secluded Shrine. Like it does make sense.
and then you can pickaxe the secluded shrine.
Staff is a really nice pull.
hmm
Lemonspawn immediately taking advantage.
hmm
And yes, you can pickaxe the Secluded Shrine, it's true. I wonder if Fircoal will do that here. Nope. Probably pickaxe the cavalry then.
Well, it's fine to trash.
Yeah. Depends on like
You can-
where you
you
feel
have
like you are on the.
yeah,
It's like
exactly.
how because you can clean up your coppers with pickaxe as well. I mean maybe you don't want to though. Like,
I mean, this is more elegant, I would say. You just
wait, why are we not just playing that cavalry? Like play the experiment, play the cavalry, and now you have one extra thing that is like an experiment. Oh, never mind. Okay. We're getting another cavalry. I see. I see, I see.
it's all according to Keikaku.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm gonna guess that this is end actions, pickaxe cavalry, and then use the money to buy another cavalry.
Yeah, or like try to find your secluded shrine to potentially trash more.
Hmm.
Although,
Well, this works. You could potentially just take another pickaxe here and then trash two.
yes, yes, yes.
Yep. Still no
And
highwaymen
yeah,
gained.
Yeah.
I do think I
I
definitely would want to play with Highwayman.
mhm.
It is
Maybe once the coppers are trashed, it hurts more. But
well, that's yeah. I mean, that's one factor for sure. But even before that, right? Like if you are doing cavalry shenanigans, like you might like the first treasure you play might not be a copper anyway. It might be a pickaxe, right, or a loot. Like, and then you're like, oh. But
true.
that's not even the reason I was thinking about it. I just want to draw. But yes, it's true. The attack is quite relevant.
Well, I don't know about the draw. You do get horses in, don't you know?
Well, yeah, but I still want to like. It's still you know,
It's still good, yeah.
it's good
Or
draw.
so I've heard. I've heard
Yeah,
that draw is favorable.
it's more draw than a cavalry.
True.
Um, and the timing is also very nice.
Amazing.
Okay. Root cellar get is too hated though. I mean, but also root cellar is in a way like more like sifting. It's like warehouse.
It's a warehouse.
Um, so I think I'm anticipating here. Yeah, discard copper and then pickaxe the horse. Yeah, figurehead. Oh, that's like Highwayman kind of.
Oh, almost.
No, this wait. Now I'm confused. What was this accomplishing? We just need to get back to that copper or something. But then we wouldn't need to
More
if we didn't buy
horses.
the cavalry. I'm confused. What? So that's like you bought a cavalry and then played a horse so that you could play a cavalry, but you already had a cavalry in hand, so you could have just not played the horse and gotten two horses instead of net one, and then you would
You
have had
have
more
to
money.
you
I'm
have to
confused.
deny cavalries to your
Oh, that
opponent.
could actually be it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't looking at that, but yeah, that could be it. In a way, that makes the highwayman attack not as relevant now because cavalry is empty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hammer is amazing. Hammer is like hammer and staff have got to be the two best loot to pull on this board, right? Like that's so
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah. Fircoal has to find the other one.
Yeah, good move on Firkle.
Good luck. Isn't that just experiment?
I would think so. Like if you want a Hamlet, it's cheaper to buy it. Uh, and I don't think you really would rather have Smithy. Hamlet, Highwayman. There it is.
There we go.
Be worried about piles. I don't think Lemonspawn needs to be worried about piles. Fircoal doesn't have a hammer. And also Fircoal has a figurehead in play, which is reducing their payload for this turn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I kind of lost track of the cavalry. So there are 3 cavalries in the trash.
Yeah.
Mm. Fircoal
Discards
has
the
at least
Hamlet.
4.
Huh. It's a little surprising to me. Why not keep the Hamlet? Whatever. So I think, yeah, I do think Fircoal has to be somewhat concerned about the pile situation. I mean, I think it's unlikely that Lemonspawn can actually gain enough experiment, like both hold and then gain enough experiments, but uh, well, I guess if Lemonspawn doesn't actually draw a deck here, then Fircoal has nothing to be concerned about. Which I guess isn't
Yeah.
actually that surprising, having added the Highwayman but not having played it yet. Another Highwayman, yep.
Mm-hmm. This is reasonable.
So do we think anybody's going to touch Artificer, Dismantle, or Smithy before the game ends? I would be pretty surprised if anybody took Smithy, but
Yeah, or dismantle.
it is one of those things like with Smithy where it's like, oh, if the experiments get low and you're like, oh, I don't want to take any experiments, I want draw. I guess I'll take a Smithy, like because it's draw next turn where Highwayman isn't.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the case from dismantle too, with all the loots that you have.
Well,
I
yeah,
haven't had
Dismantle could help you pile out too.
mm-hmm.
If you dismantle experiment to Hamlet, you lower the Hamlets and you get the gold that you can use to buy another experiment. So, I mean, you have to be able to
Mm-hmm.
draw it, but
Mm-hmm. I have another observation about GG versus Dominion Duck
let's
games.
hear it.
Um, so here, what I like here is that you don't have to enter the buy phase to know that you're under Highwayman attack.
Hmm.
Very helpful. And on TGG, it doesn't do that. Like you have to.
Well, there's that
Um,
little icon in the lower left, but I find the little icons in the lower left on TGG like not nearly as
yeah.
communicative as the ones on Dominion.games. I
Yep.
think it's like partially the fact that they have these like zoomed in things where they'll like take a piece of the art and it's like not really clear what it is part of the reason.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Also, like they don't do the thing like Dominion Games does a thing where it's more likely to use the same icon for a lot of like different similar effects, whereas TGG will be like, well, this one is this art and this one is that art, and it's like, okay, I don't know this icon. Like it's
Yeah.
like if
Yeah.
I'm not haven't played with this card recently, then I'm just never gonna have seen it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Famously, I always mix up coffers and favors.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not famously, but
Famously, everyone knows.
everyone knows. They all talk about it.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Okay, anyway, so Fircoal got a Provence
Yeah.
and
Lemon
another
Spawn will be
Highway.
trying to gain like Brittany or Gascony or something in response.
Mhm. Normandy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Mhm.
Nah, don't worry about it, Breppert. It's part of your charm. Oh, huh. Really? Why not? Wait, what? Why not? You have a staff. Why not pickaxe either the experiment or the
It's a
horse?
mystery.
Yeah, it is a mystery. It's not like you have
I
a puzzle
mean,
box either to set it aside. I'm
we have enough buys to pile, and like enough buys and money to pile,
but not with a
but
win.
we would not win.
I am very confused about that. Why do we not want horses now? Like like one experiment is clearly less draw than 2 horses, right? I mean, I guess with the cavalry in the deck, you could say that in a way that it's not, because you have to draw through the cavalry, but like then you can play the cavalry again next turn. You get more draw, and I'm very confused.
Oh, this looks scary. Maybe not
Maybe.
if you double province.
Yeah, I think double province. I don't know how many experiments does Fircoal have. Does Fircoal have any experiments?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Fircoal
what I
does. Okay,
mean.
I think it's unlikely that Fircoal can hold experiments and then pile and take a
Mhm.
lead, or
Mm.
not hold them but then get the additional experiments as a consequence.
Well, seems like we were considering,
Yeah.
maybe. So now this is,
Well, you might as well play the experiment here because
yeah, yeah,
there's 5 left. It's like,
yeah. Oh, Fircoal also still has a copper. That's nice.
Oh, hey, look, there's a staff in Fircoal's deck too. But what do you
Yeah.
discard for actions? I guess you don't need to discard anything. Right, that's the whole point. Okay, cool.
But also you might want to pickaxe one of those cavalries.
Nah, I just pickaxe the other pickaxe.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Wow.
Double loons. Just what you were looking for. Honestly, doubloons here is not bad at all.
Yeah, double
Now,
province. Let's go.
is there any way that Lemonspawn hits triple here? I wouldn't
No,
think so.
no, no, no way.
Yeah.
Not
Nobody
with
has
us.
invested in like the kind of gain in play that allows you to do something like that. In this particular spot, yeah, I think there is a good argument for that, Breppert. Yeah, I think I just take double province as Firkle. Don't overcomplicate it. I feel like Lemonspawn was ahead here, but Firkle getting the tempo on the greening has uh,
It's
the
help.
potential to put Lemonspawn in an awkward spot.
Did Lemon have enough for double last turn?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I will note that Lemonspawn had the shield in hand, which means Lemonspawn is going to get to play this copper, and it is going to produce 1 coin. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Foul you.
Lemonspawn had 17 coins last turn. With the
Hmm.
copper gets to 18. If you can pickaxe into another loot, you can realistically expect to get to 21. But I think, did Lemonspawn pickaxe? No, maybe.
Mm-mm.
Maybe Lemonspawn could get there because of shield specifically, actually.
Mm.
I'm just uh what did Lemonspawn do with the other pickaxe? Oh, trash cavalry, trash horse. Okay. Yeah, yeah, it could happen. I think it's actually a legit risk. Maybe Firkle shouldn't double.
Oh yeah, and also like I overlooked the 2 highwaymen that Lemons has in play. Alright, so maybe
Well,
not the
yeah, I
province.
wasn't thinking the Lemonspawn would necessarily have issues with draw, but it's the
I was.
oh, okay.
Mhm. Well, I mean, you have to have something that you can pickaxe, right? So
Right.
you can't just play all your experiments and horses.
But you can pickaxe cavalry on the last turn, right? If you have cavalry left, you don't need to play them.
And you can pickaxe your highwaymen.
True, yeah.
Well, so is it duchy experiment?
Taking experiment has its own risks. Maybe it's fine.
Oh no, it's absolutely not fine. No, it's very scary.
Well, I mean, if
Uh,
nothing else, you could take like Artificer or something, right? Like, and I guess this is in response to what Prepper said. None of these buys are good. Like, you could always like it's completely fine to take an Artificer. It may not be helpful, but it's not dangerous.
Well, Fircoal is a gambling person.
Perhaps. I mean, maybe Fircoal was working through the same logic I was, but came to a different conclusion. Like, was like, no, Lemonspawn cannot triple.
Maybe.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking um, about Hammer as well. Oh no, Hammer doesn't matter because you can. Well, it might. Lemonspawn has a staff. If you can draw enough, you can hammer for silver too, and then draw it with like a staffed experiment or horse or something. Why would you pickaxe Province? That makes no sense. Like if you're gonna go for the win anyway. But like actually the hammer for silver thing covers the chalice like whiff, you know?
I'm thinking, is there like a piles win here possible? Like if you hammer for a state,
Well,
right?
you would hammer for experiment, presumably, if you're going for piles, and then buy a state, but yeah.
Yeah.
Uh I assume that's why Lemonspawn is slow playing the experiments here, right? Is like to check for that.
Mm.
I would be like having done the math, I would just be going for the triple. I feel like that's the easier line. Like you can all you need to do I mean, I guess all you need to do. I guess I don't know for sure that Lemonspawn not only draws his deck, but has the overdraw necessary to do the thing I was talking about with staffing like a horse or something. But
Yeah, I don't think like not playing the experiments is going to get you anywhere. Like regardless.
probably not.
Ooh. Regardless of like if you're aiming for triple province or triple like piling.
But this is already
Mm.
like,
Well,
what
you
is that last
discarded
card?
it.
I guess it's another. No, Lemonspawn discarded a province, so it's not that.
No, it should be another horse.
Yeah, if it is,
No, we got no. We had 2 horses. I mean, just play the Hamlet.
well, yeah. If you don't think you need the actions, if you're not trying to take another turn, you don't need the actions. Oh, it's an experiment. I think this should be a win on the line that I was talking about. You do have 4 cards in the discard, right? Pickaxe, Province, and 2
I
Highwaymen.
don't. I don't.
So I guess actually Lemonspawn
Yeah,
is like a
like
card
this
short
is.
of. Why did
But
Lemonspawn take plus actions here? That's my question. If
but
he
look, we
had
have like 15. Like what Tracer says, we're 1 coin short, right? You have 2 pickaxes and then potentially 2 more 3 coin treasures, but that
no,
ends you at
yeah, there's a
23.
so 15 coins in hand. Pickaxe,
Yeah.
2 pickaxes gets you to 17. Copper gets you to 18. And then
Oh,
you
copper.
pickaxe into 2 loots, and that gets you to 24.
Yeah, I forgot about copper.
The if Lemonspawn hadn't taken the plus actions here, this would be, I think it would be almost guaranteed. Like the only way to lose or to not do it would be to pickaxe into 2 chalices.
Yeah.
1 chalice would be fine because of the hammer staff thing, but 2 chalices would not. But because he discarded for actions, I think he's maybe no longer guaranteed. Although maybe playing the cavalries actually makes it work because it is net draw if you're triggering the shuffle. Nope. Okay, it's not. Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if you had the draw here, but yeah. If you get spell scroll and not chalice, it works because you can just take a gold. Yeah, no. I think Lemonspawn had the win and just didn't realize it. I honestly wouldn't.
If you pick X province.
You could, yeah. It's just a lot riskier, and there's still the risk of getting chalice like on either of the pulls. Like,
I mean, would you go for it?
So the odds that you don't pull chalice are 17 and 19 times 16 and 18. I'm gonna see what that actually is real quick.
That's okay. We do
79.5% chance that you win.
Okay.
I think I would actually go for that, yeah.
I do like that we do our own research here. Don't rely on other sources.
Yeah.
I say without having done it.
I wonder if Lemonspawn either just didn't do the math that I did, or alternatively if he did do the math, but then if he like forgot that he wasn't under highwayman attack, like didn't notice, and then it's like, oh, I can't get there.
Yeah.
Maybe he also wasn't thinking about the hammer staff interaction.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that the treasures are not highwaymen kind of.
Ooh. Oh.
But it's stuff. Is it?
That is clever. Like now you can pickaxe the horses and see whether you get chalice or not, right?
But I mean, you wouldn't get there anyway now. But
you would have if you didn't have chalice, right? Oh no, orb. You spent the orb. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I mean, he's given that he didn't hedge against the chalice by doing what I was talking about. He is now, and I mean, you would have had to go, like I said, you would have to not discard with Hamlet. Like that is in a way that is like a bold thing to do.
Yeah.
Like to be like, I don't need any plus actions. I'm just like totally going to win here. Like what if you do dud or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a dud wasn't possible at the point where he was evaluating it, but I mean, I think like if you look at the situation now, I mean, I think he like it seems to me like he would have been better off. Like, yeah, we revealed a chalice and it would have had to do the hammer staff thing to win, but I would have still rather gone for that than like be in this position.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
dang,
right.
It's like Brepper isn't even paying attention to what I'm saying. He's in voice chat and everything.
You should talk about that in the mod channel.
Fair enough. All right, so does Fircoal have the win? Fircoal got that doubloons. That might be a difference maker. right? Because Fircoal got to 16 last. I think it was exactly 16, and then got the
Well,
doubloons.
the thing is that Fircoal, on your behest, trashed their pickaxe, their second pickaxe.
Right, but with the doubloons, they should only need one, right? Because they had 16. Oh no, wait, no, that's not true. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's your fault. But I'm glad to hear that you are remorseful.
Well, I mean, I think
So we get to 22, right?
if yeah, assuming pickaxing one thing into a not chalice, that should be the case, yeah. Unless I'm misremembering how much Firkle had, but
Oh, no, 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 no. So that should be enough, right? If we don't pickaxe
yeah, so I
into,
was misremembering how much Firkle had, I guess. I
yeah,
wonder
no, me
why.
too.
Did Firkle not full draw last turn?
Potentially.
Huh. Or did like didn't set aside anything with puzzle box. Yeah, maybe just didn't full draw. And did not find the other
Amazing.
chalice.
I mean, even so, oh no, that would
No,
have been
chalice would not have worked.
true. True, true, true.
So yeah,
Wow.
that was a very close one.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
willing to say that the win was just there for Lemonspawn and was missed.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh, I see a king's court. Ooh.
yeah, I guess I'm not 100% sure that Lemonspawn was guaranteed to win at the point where he was deciding whether or not to take plus actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, King's Court.
King's court
Um,
butcher.
mm-hmm.
King's court quarry. Amazing.
King's Court Butcher is very scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and banded, so it's just goes brr.
Yeah, I mean the draw is a little
Wait, wait,
on the
there's
limited
a night
side.
watchman. What is this? What is happening?
Hmm?
There's a night watchman.
Lemon Spawn
And
really wanted to hit whatever. I don't
hmm,
know. Sewers. Yeah, I was thinking. Want sewers? Night Watchman much worse than launch for same purpose. I see what you're saying, but you get a butcher, you can butcher the Night Watchman, so that's something. And also, like, you do get to cycle more cards.
and you do, yeah, yeah.
Having the sewers with the butcher is very nice too.
Hmm. We're playing pretty fast, but I guess that's like due to the fact that there's a straightforward thing to do here,
I
or
I
like
don't think it's
fairly.
straightforward. Honestly, I mean it's fast and powerful, but I wouldn't call it straightforward. Like you balancing like the draw and payload options here seems definitely non-trivial to me.
Hmm.
Another Night Watchman. Wow. Oh, that is a bad turn that you just skipped though. So
Mm,
well.
never
Good
mind.
job, Night Watchman.
Yeah,
Can't even launch.
it's not a king's cash.
True. I mean, if it was a King's Cache, though, then launching wouldn't look nearly as appealing anyway.
Oh, you just launch into your butcher and then you salvage your turn.
Yeah, true. If you did hit exactly butcher, yeah.
Hmm. Well, thanks for doing the research, Prepper.
Yeah. No, I mean, I knew that that was right. Well, the part I was questioning was the part about whether he could have known that he was going to be able to reach that at the point where he was deciding what to do with the hamlets. I mean, I guess if he was going to go for that, he should have been playing the experiments first anyway, and that would have given him more information before playing Hamlet or Cards of Overdraw.
Meanwhile, this game has progressed.
Yeah. All right. There's a King's Court for Lemonspawn, and we have another. That's actually pretty remarkable, honestly, with as small as Lemonspawn's deck is.
Uh-huh. In German, you would say ausgleichende Gerechtigkeit.
Langsamer bitte.
Ausgleichende Gerechtigkeit, which means like equal justice, basically.
Okay.
Because Fircoal had that X court dot,
Right, right.
and so Lemonspawn now has
Yeah,
it
yeah.
as well. Bandit.
You really want to get the draw going before you get Bandit. You can always butcher into Bandit too.
True. Hunter.
Launch. What is? Oh, is Lemon? Oh yeah, is Lemonspawn? Yes, yes. I think you launch. Man, look at that was gonna be. Oh my god,
Oh, no.
that's
Jesus.
unbelievable.
Oh, that's so bad.
This
Oh
is
no.
these turns are insane. Like, what is happening in this game?
For both of them, right?
Seriously, Lemonspawn launched and just drew Quarry. Like, there's like 3 action cards in those 4 cards. I want to say.
And they can't like they don't even know this of each other, right? Fircoal is just like sitting there dotting repeatedly on King's Court, not knowing that Lemonspawn is also dotting on
Right,
King's Court.
right.
Oh,
Oh, Lemonspawn did gain a bandit already. I
oh,
I mean, I
finally.
don't think I don't know that
Oh,
you can really say that Night Watchman like did this. It certainly didn't avoid it.
I guess we were still able to launch and
Yeah,
salvage.
yeah, yeah. Fircoal was able to salvage it this time.
Oh, thank goodness.
Seriously. Wait, are we not butchering the Night Watchman?
No, it's doing so well for us.
But like in this specific instance, you don't even want to play it, right? Like, don't you want to? And Hunter can draw a state, but can't draw a Night Watchman. I think you should totally
But
trash Night Watchman here.
but you don't understand. It's doing so
Oh,
well for us.
you could use Night Watchman to top deck your buy, though. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe that's worth it.
Unclear.
Yeah, agreed.
Bandit. Or I guess you can. Well,
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind just like Treasury or something, because like if you're gonna King's Court, like King's Court Hunter will draw more than like King's Court Treasury, but not like a lot more. And like your deck is small enough, and I'm not saying Treasury is like the card to take. I'm just saying like, you know, it's like it's a weird spot. Oh, here we go.
ah,
Okay, okay, okay. Harbor Village, huh? Why do we
yay.
care about
All
Harbor
right.
Village?
Now we're talking.
Harbor Village seems like a worse version of Treasury to me.
Yeah, but that way you saved. I guess you had to save the coin,
Oh, was they
the cop.
actually? Did they? Was that actually like going to cost them a coffer? Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, totally. I wouldn't spend the coffer on that.
Yep.
I mean, there is like a world where you like what we want to do is like play Harbor Village and then play Butcher and then play King's Court Hunter. So there is like that as well. I just would expect to be getting like more King's Courts and to not really care that much. But yeah, and you probably also
Well,
don't need the coins from Treasury. To be fair, the top
you
decking could
can.
actually be nice though.
It's just that you can't have all of that, right? You can either gain a king's court, but then you can't. Like you don't get to trash if you like don't want the harbor village. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I wasn't. I
trashing
didn't
still.
mean gaining King's Court right there. I meant in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't expect to really need the plus actions from Harbor Village.
Mm-hmm. Trash the copper. Do it.
Yeah, why would
Do
you
it.
not?
Do it.
You're not even. It's not like you're gonna hit 7 with the copper or something. You gotta. Oh,
Ooh.
Fircoal, you
Right.
could trash a copper. You could react.
That's true. But then we can't launch, so
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
nice.
Uh,
Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful. Lovely.
King's Court that butcher. So what do we take here? This is where it starts to get
Bandit.
really.
Bandit.
Well, sure, but you're gonna trash 2 other times, and you're not gonna
Yay.
gain 3 cards, but you could gain 2.
Yay.
Uh,
What? Oh, because of the we're farming coffers.
I guess it's like
Fine.
if you didn't actually want to gain a card that time, then this way you get to trash a copper, and you get the card back in your hand. It makes sense from that perspective. I'm just not sure if you're only planning to gain 1 card. I think it is. What is that card gonna be?
Bandit.
Oh wow. Okay, are we going to just take another King's Court? Is that the plan here? Yeah, I was expecting like Bandit and then like maybe Harbor Village or something to like why are we
Hmm.
hanging on to this Night Watchman? I'm so confused.
It is unclear for sure.
Like uh,
Very unclear.
do we want to
Oh.
top deck the gold? No. Okay, so yeah, I don't understand.
Be right back. I gotta get some water.
All right, now we've got the King's Court and the Butcher, and we've got high value stuff to crunch. Surely this is pick up Hunter, because then you can play Bandit, and then you can draw both the Junk Dealer and the... What? Oh, do you want to Butcher the Junk Dealer? But you could still play Bandit, play Hunter, draw Junk Dealer or Junk Dealer Gold, and then you could Butcher... Well, I guess then... No, but you still aren't going to be able to draw... okay, I don't understand.
Oh.
Help me understand why Lemonspawn put Hunter or put Junk Dealer into hand rather than Hunter.
Because he is channeling um his own Mixinoc and
I
like
see. I see.
hates Hunter.
Oh, he just wants to top deck with Night Watchman, probably.
Yeah, see, that's what I said.
Yes. I guess I just would have figured being able to do gain and play with that stuff this turn would be better, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. He did manage to top deck King's Court Hunter. That is pretty good. I do wonder whether he could have done it anyway by like having the gold in hand and then buying Hunter, but
Mm-hmm.
now you never draw it.
The Night Watchman.
Yeah. That's not necessarily true. Lemonspawn could butcher into like Harbor Village or Treasury or something, but it is going to be difficult to draw it for sure.
Hmm. Are we not triple playing our butcher?
I would think so.
Hmm.
I would also think that maybe we would have done that before playing the Hunter. Oh no, never mind. The Butcher wasn't in hand. Okay, I see. I see. Yes, I think you want to triple play the Butcher. Trash some copper. Oh, launch. Okay.
Oh, neat.
Forgot about that.
Bye bye, Night Watchman.
Here comes another one. Uh-huh. Now I think it'll turn into something else, but
So we have two piles that are relatively low.
yeah, I still wouldn't necessarily expect this game to end in piles just because Butcher is so good at gaining provinces. Oh. What? I am very confused.
Maybe needs to get another butcher. No.
We that badly want to top deck King's Court Hunter. Okay. Maybe that is necessary. I don't know, but it okay.
Right.
This is a good start.
Mm-hmm.
King's Court again. Triple play the bandit, right? Now you triple play the hunter so you can get all the golds into your hand. Although you kind of want another butcher. Maybe you triple play
Yeah,
butcher
that makes
and
sense.
then you triple play hunter and then you butcher into another butcher and then you can draw all that up. Except for that
Lemons
night
has two
watchman.
butchers,
Does?
doesn't he? Didn't he
Somebody
get
does,
another?
but I wouldn't he have seen it already? Or did he discard it? I just missed it.
Oh, maybe
Oh
I'm
no,
wrong.
he
I
did.
thought.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, so maybe he doesn't need another butcher. Although, I mean, having another one
Who?
wouldn't hurt. Wait, really? Butchering the silver now? Oh, I guess if you're gonna just do the hunter, it doesn't matter. So now you could do butcher into butcher again, and then King's Court the hunter. Can you do? You could do butcher. I wonder if this just wins. Like butcher gold, province to King's Court, gold to butcher, gold to hunter. Does this loop? It might loop.
I don't know. Don't you run out of stuff to?
Well, you draw. Oh yeah, you might run out of golds. Yeah, because you only got the golds from the bandit. That's true. Yeah.
But if you butcher into bandit King's Court butcher,
Well, you need
then
another hunter, don't you? Or does Lemonspawn have another hunter in the discard?
I don't know.
Don't think he does. I mean, taking at the very least, taking another King's Court seems like it should be good. Um,
We're still
if
calculating.
he should have, why did he even take this province? Like that's what I'm wondering. I guess Hunter can draw it better. That's why. Yeah, it gives you like more chances to increase your hand size.
Mm-hmm. A lot of calculation,
Uh huh.
computation.
I mean, I like maybe it's province to province, gold to King's Court, gold to butcher, and then you plan to only do that like little cycle one more time. But like if you have milled a couple, oh, what? Okay, I guess he's just going for a bunch of provinces now and leaving it at that. I feel like this isn't necessarily good enough, but maybe it is.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall. I mean,
Fircoal only has the one
it's
butcher for
true. It's
now.
true. Yeah, it might be good enough from the perspective that Lemonspawn's deck was just better than Fircoal's. And
Yeah,
now,
Lemonspawn had like one more King's Court, one more butcher, so
yeah,
that definitely
yeah. And now if Fircoal can't win here, then
which
uh
Fircoal and so
well, so Fircoal can take another King's Court and another Butcher and something.
Fircoal is not going to be able to quadruple province and duchy.
Oh, this is the last King's Court play. Oh, yeah, that does not work.
Nope.
Yeah, you need to be able to like get another King's Court and King's Court here. Yeah, this just doesn't cut it.
Do you double duchy?
Wait, what if you buy? Can you like if you didn't have to play both the golds, if you could buy King's Court and then launch the to be able to King's Court the Butcher,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't even have the plus buy to do it. Yeah, it just doesn't work.
Okay, and here's the win for Lemons.
Yeah,
All right, FPA continues.
that it do.
Heading into game 5. Is it game 5 or game
Yeah,
6?
game 5.
Okay. Uh, that's actually very polite that Lemonspawn is going Uh,
Polite for you,
yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so there's Farrier, and there's Peasant, and there's Ball. Um,
Yeah.
there's Spice Merchant for trashing. I
Mm,
mean, at first, like Farrier for throwing Stoof. And then there's Pirate Wealthy Village. I don't know if Tactician. I guess the presence of Peasant on the board um, um, makes it difficult for me to evaluate Tactician. But
there is a tactician deck to be played here with like mystics and farriers as like the primary components. I don't think it's like I think it loses pretty hard to a deck that plays with wealthy village and loot, but like
mhm,
with if you took wealthy village off the board, maybe it would be the deck you would play. Maybe not
mhm,
even. Maybe you'd have to take off wealthy village and pirate, but
yeah,
yeah, I agree with Breppert. Like I am not in general uh like I don't get teacher very often, but this is a board where I think I would have to get teacher. Like
mhm.
plus card on Farrier seems too powerful to ignore. And there's other stuff you can do too. Like if you get a bunch of wealthy villages, you can put something on a wealthy village like coin, probably. Um,
Why do we put the plus card on Farrier? Is it because we assume that we have a bunch of Farriers anyway?
uh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like you're gonna. So I assume I wasn't paying close attention, but I assume they both open peasant spice merchant, but then
Yeah.
like oh no wait yeah okay.
No.
But then from that point, you're just buying like a bunch of farriers over and over because it accelerates your travelers. I mean, you do have to be careful about your like shuffle triggers with that
Mhm.
potentially, but mostly you're just buying farrier over and over to like get the travelers up the line. Plus some peasants, like additional peasants, to so you can have disciples and stuff. But like, yeah, you want to keep buying farriers anyway. Farriers are going to run super fast. You're going to have a bunch of farriers anyway. So yeah, plus card on that. Good.
Mhm.
Tracer says, imagine if there were lost arts instead of pathfinding. It should be noted that there is actually neither lost arts nor pathfinding here.
Yeah, I was confused by that as
He's
well.
referring to Thunder Dominion.
Why?
Uh,
What's the connection?
because we're I don't know, the Thunder Dominion is evaluating ventures of events.
But what is the like? Why bring it up now if
Because
there's?
teacher is kind of like, you can have lost arts and you can have pathfinding.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a fair point, right? Like pathfinding would be a lot more powerful on this board than lost arts.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not. I don't. Yeah. Okay. I'm not doing this under Dominion. I don't really understand the context here. But I guess if you understand, then that's sufficient.
What? So yeah, it's turn 7. The farriers are halfway gone, and another farrier is gonna go.
Mm-hmm. We're
When do you
almost
get the gold?
at the village activation.
What?
We're almost at wealthy village activation.
Well, not really, because we need a gold, right? But it's like another question is when do you get the gold?
Well, if you get a gold now, then you would be there next turn. So
If you
that
can
is
draw, but if you get a gold now, then you won't have overdraw like farrier overpay. I think I would just overpay big for Farrier and not worry about. Wait, why? Just to get the colonnade points?
And Farrier denial.
But it's not really denial when there's still 3 of them left in the pile.
Well, you gotta get all of them.
Gotta catch 'em all. Farrier.
It's important to win the split.
I mean, it actually is kind of, but at the same time, like the extra 2 cards, like this turn, could be pretty valuable. Not convinced these disciples do much. What? How dare you slander disciple like that?
Hmm.
It is actually like a weaker board for disciple, but like I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, mystic actually.
So many buys.
Yes. Oh, Lemonspawn doesn't even have a silver.
Well, that's fine. He's gonna go pirate now.
Yo ho fiddle dee dee.
And a bottle of rum. Here we go. I would keep a soldier.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, I want to attack.
The attack is nice, but like right now you don't have draw. Gotta find that teacher as fast as possible.
Fine.
Fircoal just going straight for the gold.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And I don't actually know that I think a whole lot of pirate here. Like you want wealthy village, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you have enough buys. Maybe you don't actually care. Maybe pirate's fine instead of wealthy village. I could see it.
I mean, pirate lets you get their pressure next turn, right? If you buy a silver
Yeah, yeah,
now.
but I mean, like, you could also just gain
I
golds
guess
off a
you
pirate
you
and
have
not even
to
bother with wealthy village because,
agree.
like, the loot effects are nice, but you have enough buys in your deck with Farrier. You don't really need the buys from the loot.
I don't understand. It's loot. You want loot. Doesn't compute. See, now you don't even hit the 3 for silver. It's so sad.
Very sad.
Here we go. Can we afford to trash this copper?
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to draw them?
Yeah. Disciple the
Wait.
Farrier.
I mean, we haven't discipled the Farrier yet. So.
But we can.
But why haven't we done it?
That I don't know. I guess we wanted to disciple the peasant instead. Which does make some sense. If you don't need the actions, you don't need the draw, and you don't need the buys. Get a coin, and you can get another peasant if you want another peasant. I hadn't counted out that they had the draw for that, but it was actually, yeah, that was clear enough.
Good.
I guess the other reason you do want Wealthy Village is because you can put another teacher token on it. Although, I mean, by the time you do, the game's practically over, but...
Is it?
Yeah.
You mean like spiritually?
No, I mean,
Or
like, you get the teacher down again next turn, and then the turn after that you call the... And it might do something, but it's like that might be the last turn of the game.
I mean, maybe it will be the last turn of the game because you put a thing on it, you know?
Well, yeah, that could be.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there are no, like, what piles are you looking at?
I don't know, peasants and estates, if it needs to be that, or just like you've ramped your payload because you've gotten wealthy villages, and then you like if like you start greening like provinces are low. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, we missed 3 last turn. That's why we couldn't add a silver.
yeah.
And by we, I mean Lemonspawn.
Yes. Yeah, that was a pretty big whiff.
Mhm.
Although I don't know why exactly that happened, whether it was like expected or not, but I wonder if Lemonspawn is meant to buy a wealthy village even though it's not activated, just to like, yeah, have it
Mhm.
and have Fircoal not have it. Problem is it drives piles, which isn't exactly to Lemon's benefit either, but might be more than the alternative. Oh god. Oh god, this is such a bad hand for Lemonspawn. Holy crap.
Oh no, it's a silver. Oh.
No pirate in play either.
Yeah, sadness.
That's absurd.
Yeah, sadness.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
that is so ridiculous.
unreasonable.
Like it really is.
Hmm. Do you even get anything here? Like for
I
the
mean,
last 2
honestly,
cards?
yeah, peasant, you take a peasant and then you do this. You take a fugitive, like, yeah, it's just a like a sifter, but whatever. It's still helpful.
I mean, Fircoal did not get a peasant, but you would have.
Well, they could have. They
You
didn't.
would have.
Yeah, why not?
Mm.
You wouldn't have resigned on the having to trash your silver, Brepard, and seeing no farriers.
I would have resigned on the silver trash
Yeah.
for sure.
I will never fault anyone for not resigning, though. I shouldn't say never, but rarely.
I know you don't believe in resigning.
And so, I wouldn't put it that way, but
Of course you wouldn't. Mm-hmm. Gotta get rid of that hovel.
yeah, I don't know. The thing about the like disciples is like you're not gaining farriers, but you only have like you have a deck with 5 labs and no other draw. Like disciple adds
Oh
more
my
draw.
god. So like Lemon's bottom deck, the last disciple. This is so my heart goes out
The
to Lemons. This is brutal.
lemon buy a treasure. No, okay. Does it say buy a treasure in order to play the pirate and then also get to play the peasant? No.
Mm-hmm.
Disciple the teacher.
Get a second teacher. And a third teacher. Get all the teachers.
There it is. Yeah. Now you can call teacher twice next turn. That'll be great.
Beautiful. And the game isn't over. I
Well,
like out to
it's
you.
not over like literally, but
Spiritually, it's over. But
yeah.
that's why I asked. That's why I asked. What are we even doing? Like, what other cards do we have that are not Farrier?
Uh Fircoal does not have a peasant.
Yeah,
Uh
which is why we
yeah.
decided. I mean, I guess
Spice
we have a
merchant.
spice merchant,
Spice
but
merchant.
like we decided to not,
He put
which
plus
is
buy
fair.
on Spice Merchant. That wouldn't even be worth it.
Plus action, obviously.
Plus actions, yeah. This deck does have a lot of terminals.
Time to resign.
Wow, that estate is so unnecessary.
I beg to differ. I think it made all the difference
Oh my lord.
emotionally.
This like Lemonspawn's inability to line Disciple up with Farrier is insane.
True. Or to gain a loot.
That too, but yeah. Does Lemonspawn
Nothing.
have copper left? I
No,
guess
I think
he
they
has
try.
one because he bought 1 copper.
Oh, okay. I thought he trashed it all this turn.
Oh no, he did. He did. It was like, Lemonspawn has trashed 8 copper in this game, and Fircoal had trashed 6.
That
Okay,
was
well that
very,
was
very upsetting.
brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
All
Fircoal was
right.
ahead anyway, but like,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah. Last game. Let's see if Fircoal can break the spell.
Yeah. So
Um,
speaking of kingdoms without a lot of draw, I guess there's imps.
and without a lot of buys. Although I guess we had loots last game, so never mind.
Yeah. Last
Uh,
game had plenty of buys, but not
yeah.
this one.
No.
You get you can get imps with craftsman, or I guess zombie mason.
Hmm.
Or hideout, trashing estate.
Wow. So many options.
Yeah.
Amazing. I would asceticize. Asceticize?
So Lemonspawn skipping the trashing for the moment. Okay, but then does pick up a hideout. The hard bot actually quite likes Raider for some reason. I have yet to figure out why. Maybe it's better in Nocturne Heavy Kingdoms.
Have you noticed how, like, off kilter, is that what you say, the horses on Raider?
Yes. That's why there's an emoji called Horse Tilt. Or
Mm.
maybe there still is. I don't know. There was.
Do you think it's a practice dance move that the horse does?
Yes, definitely.
It's a party in the tundra, and the horse is dancing.
Yeah. Eventually, somebody will gain an imp. It's going to be great. Here we go.
Patience, patience. Your patience will be rewarded.
Yes. Oh yeah, the hideout imp. Let's go. Ooh,
Let's
monument. I was not expecting that.
go.
It's like it's definitely not the kind of board where you're gonna be like drawing so well that you can be playing a whole bunch of monuments every turn. But maybe it's the kind of board where it's weak enough that like a point per turn from monument is actually impactful.
See it. Do we get the gold? Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, no.
No
But
gold.
you buy
Ooh.
copper to get an imp. Sad. No
Aw, you kind of
craftsman.
satisfies. Fine.
You just you don't want another gold, so you don't want to just buy asceticism here. I guess yeah, I was gonna say I guess you could just province.
But why? Why not asceticize?
It's just pretty low value. Only 2 coppers to trash.
Okay.
Maybe Lemonspawn's gonna do it anyway though.
He just wanted to know what it felt like to buy the province.
Second craftsman. Whoa. I mean, I guess you got the money to pay off the debt anyway. And it will help get more imps.
Mm-hmm.
Fircoal is having none of it. Straight for province.
Ooh.
Wonder, yeah, what the plan is with the Necromancer. I mean, Zombie Spy is fine, of course, but if there's anything more interesting coming. Oh wait, Fircoal, I guess already had 2 craftsmen. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's why we went for the second craftsman. Oh, that's why lemons went there.
More monument? No way. You don't get more monument until, I mean, well, Fircoal doesn't have one, but you don't get more monument until you can, like, if you ever get to the point of being able to like gain and play of a craftsman. Yeah, I would rather have just take mill if I don't have anything better to do. I mean, one monument for Fircoal should be fine, but another hideout's reasonable too. Still got a bunch of copper hanging around. Man, 2 craftsmen down there.
Yep.
Ripperino.
What?
It's like if you combine Rest in Peace with something Italian. I don't know.
Did you just make that up?
I mean, maybe. Who
You're
knows?
so creative.
Who knows what's
Amazing.
going on in my brain? But thank you.
Not
I
me.
appreciate the compliment. Oh, here we go. Another imp. But we don't want to play this craftsman because we want province, which that makes some sense. Although, how much? Urkel still had 2 coppers. I do wonder, like, I guess you could make a case there for, like, take mill by asceticism. Take mill with the craftsman, I mean. Like, the coppers do suck. Although Fircoal did get the second hideout, so maybe not. Right, there hasn't been... Oh, there's a hideout in the trash. Oh, you can trash another copper. Meow.
Nah, you trust the imp.
No way.
You can just get another one.
Well, yeah, but like you can just play the imp, right? Like, why would you trash it?
It's better draw.
It's not, though. It's the same. Both are increasing your hand size by 2. I mean, 1.
If you say so.
Yeah. Like, imp takes a card out of your hand, gives you 2 back. Necromancer, Zombie Apprentice takes 2 cards out of your hand, gives you 3 back. So they're both net +1.
But then what do you do with your necromancer?
Spy. Mason, maybe. Trash a different action. Play hideout. I was wondering whether they'd be able to empty imps. It doesn't look like they're going to get there, but it's looking better than it was. There was a stretch there where it's really not moving. Well, this is a tough one. You could apprentice the craftsman, but do you even want to take a province here?
I don't
Clear.
think so. It's too risky.
Too risky. It's too risky.
Yes.
What is in the discard here?
Oh, too much.
Province, Devil's Workshop, Hideout. No, I think that would be okay. I mean, if you're okay with playing the Hideout.
Like more provinces, right? 2 provinces?
Was there? Oh, Fircoal hadn't just shuffled. Oh, okay, never mind. All right. Well, it's not looking to me like Fircoal's gonna break the streak.
Nope. Nope, it's not.
Although, I guess, well, actually, I was gonna say if Lemonspawn doesn't find the craftsman, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is awkward. I was assuming Lemonspawn would find if like Lemonspawn finds a craftsman here and takes the last two duchies, then like he's in a good spot. But this is bad. Lemonspawn finds two craftsmen and gets two duchies in a province. Like he's great spot.
And Lemonspawn is gonna find two craftsmen next turn, but
But no villages.
yeah.
Maybe he has a hideout down there. I don't know. He just trashed one. Like no, he never got a second one. No. Does he have a necromancer down there? I don't think so. No, they only
No.
have one Yeah. Yeah, this is a disaster turn. Wow. That's even worse than I realized.
Gotta
Dang.
take Duffy though.
I I don't I don't know. Like I
Maybe he
guess
has a
like
mill down there.
huh?
Maybe he has a mill down there.
Maybe. Well, he just played one. Does he have another mill?
I think there's 5 gone. I haven't paid
There's
close
three
attention.
gone.
Oh, that's true.
I think Fircoal might be the one with two mills. For one thing, does Fircoal have three provinces and three duchies, and then 2 points from mills? I would think. Oh, there's an imp. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance.
Maybe okay. We shall see.
I would not. I would not play the hideout with the imp. I would just play the bazaar first. Huh. Because like you still had another imp that you could have used to play it. But
Mm-hmm.
so this should be. This is a little awkward too. So yeah, like, well,
Touching mill.
well, duchy mill, double mill, but
I don't know. Double mill is kind of risky, isn't it?
no, because if Lemonspawn takes, well, yeah, Lemonspawn could. No, even if Lemonspawn takes 3 mills and plays Monument, it's a losing tie for Lemons.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, man, brutal. Temple, find some way to score. But isn't Monument just better? Like, why Temple? I guess because Imp can play it? I don't know. Oh, double mill for Fircoal here. That's gonna be really. Yeah, I think Lemonspawn would have had this game with a better previous turn, but as it is, it's really hard to see him coming back from this, especially like because he just saw his two craftsmen. He can't win without seeing a craftsman this turn. Oh no, wait, that's not true. That's not true because he can get points from Monument or a point. So he could win. Oh no, but Province doesn't end the game. But Fircoal playing around Lemonspawn ending on mills, I don't understand that. Like, there is like a risk there, but like where Lemonspawn gets Province Mill, but you do know that he just played the 2 Craftsmen. Like, what are the odds that he gets back to one of them? Isn't it better to like put yourself in a position to win like sooner, like realistically this turn?
Well, sometimes you're scared, and sometimes you have played a match for the past 2.5 hours.
Wow, that's never happened.
Never in the history of
No,
the
no.
league
For
has
one thing,
that
it's
happened.
only been 2 hours and 15 minutes. So
I see.
somehow Lemonspawn hasn't just lost this game yet. Like, is
Yeah,
there a
but
Craftsman in the trash though? No. Oh,
he's
there it
like,
is. Wait, but that's not
he's,
enough money.
no, it's not.
Uh, what if does how many necromancers? Fircoal doesn't have another necromancer either, so it can't. Yeah. Wow.
Oops.
And that doesn't do anything. I mean, if Fircoal had Zombie Mason is up to one more. Yeah, if Fircoal had done YOLO Mason there, that would have. No, that still wouldn't help because you wouldn't have the actions to play both of the craftsmen. Dang.
Well, and you couldn't have as apprentice, like you can get, isn't it like you can get one more?
Oh no, wait. Craftsman.
No, apprentice. No, wait. Mason would have trashed province, right?
No, Mason would have trashed Hideout, right? Oh no, wait. Did oh right? No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, that would have been fine. It would have
But
been
also,
fine,
what?
but it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have advanced the. Actually, wait. He province to mill would have still done it, right? Like province to mill, and then you have like you play one craftsman for mill, and then you buy mill. That would have actually. Oh no, wait. Maybe that wouldn't have worked. I'm looking at the score now, but that's after having gained an estate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it would have 6 fewer points. And you'd have the yeah, no, I think that actually would have won. But I mean, obviously you can't know, but
Oh, oh, that's so close.
it is.
Maybe not.
Trashing a craftsman is like has its own risks too, because like now necromancer craftsman is a thing.
Oh
Although
no, there were 2 provinces left. Oh well.
Firkle doesn't have okay, Firkle gets to
Purple
province.
broke. What?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
that end game went insane.
Yeah, absolutely. 19 turns. Wow.
I yeah, I mean I think
That went unexpected.
it
It
was
took
like
it
it
took
was a weird. It was like I think Lemonspawn was like favored until he had that one turn, and then Firkle was favored, but then like it was just like not quite able to close it out, and then
Mhm.
and then like Lemonspawn kept having a chance, but like an unlikely chance, and then finally it was like no, okay, Firkle does win, but
Mhm.
it was like I was expecting Lemonspawn to just lose like significantly faster than that.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think
he stuck to it.
yeah, the colliding thing, like, I don't know, maybe more uh maybe I'm trying to say maybe there was more trashing like would have been better to just like really make sure that you're colliding those things. I don't know, like taking like a second hideout earlier, doing a little bit more aestheticizing. I wasn't tracking it super carefully, but it would have helped potentially. I think you should have got tactician when you got the staff. Eh. I guess I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I don't know. Like it, you have to like get the tactician and draw it with and everything, but I don't remember how early Fircoal got staff.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations to Fircoal.
Yeah.
And well played to both players except for game one.
What was game one?
The biting time game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So Lemonspawn has this was Lemonspawn's last match. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
surprised. It's like the fourth season, the fourth week of the season.
Right.
Lemonspawn was still playing matches that can be voluntarily.
Come on, Lemonspawn.
Hmm?
I just said, come on, Lemonspawn.
Keep it together. And Fircoal is at 50% win rate now. And still has to play 3 more matches.
And Lemonspawn?
Lemonspawn is at 11, 19. 11 wins, 19 losses.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, currently last rank. But also there are a lot of matches still left.
Yeah, 11 and 19 is pretty likely to demote, though.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll do some more commentary sometime.
Spontaneous, unrequested commentary.
The best kind of commentary.
Mhm.
And thank
Yes.
you for suggesting that we do spontaneous unrequested commentary.
You are welcome.
All right. Later, everyone.
Auf Wiedersehen.